Look at Phil and Wings of Redemption. They're the same. No, no, we are not. Wings of Redemption is a very large man. He looks nothing like me. It doesn't matter how much you want in your mind to think that we're similar. We are not even close to being similar. We don't sound the same. We don't act the same. We don't play the same games. We don't do the same things. We don't look the same. We're not the same.
I need banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth. Squeeze the peel, it comes in. Then squeeze banana.
He's trying to give me a heart attack. Listen. All right. Shall I address the elephant in the room? Apparently, from what I'm to understand, Low Tier God has been permanently banned from YouTube. His channel has been terminated.
Yes.
Now, I don't know the circumstances around it, but what's hilarious to me, all right, is that this happened a couple days ago when I was live on stream, okay? And people immediately now, oh, well, Phil's next. I was like, what are you talking about? All right? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to address the bullshit. I am not LTG. I am not Wings of Redemption. I am not Boogie. I am not Review Tech USA. I'm not any of these guys that you guys like to group me in with. All right? I don't do a fraction of the shit that these people do. Tips, where are they? In fact, hold on a second. I forgot. We didn't hit $30 in tips yet. So we got to turn it. Here we go. We didn't hit $30 in tips yet. So until we hit $30 in tips, this is the stream, guys. Sorry. This is just how it's got to be, okay? All right? At all. I don't say and do the things that they say and do on their streams. I don't go out of my way to dox people. I don't hit people with copyright bullshit. Like, I do none of this, okay? And the thing is that people act like I'm the same. First of all, the hilarious part to me is when they say things like LTG is the white or the black DSP, DSP is the white LTG, or, you know, look at Phil and Wings of Redemption. They're the same. No, we are not. Wings of Redemption is a very large man. He looks nothing like me. It doesn't matter how much you want in your mind to think that we're similar. We are not even close to being similar. We don't sound the same. We don't act the same. We don't play the same games. We don't do the same things. We don't look the same. We're not the same. It doesn't matter that in your very, very, very small peanut-shaped brain, all right, that you think that we're all the same person. We are not the same people. You are stupid. I am not Wings of fucking Redemption. You can't tell? I look nothing like the fucking guy, and I certainly don't act like him. So why the fuck you gotta repeat everything about him in my chat because he banned you? Sorry, but that's not all fucking night. Please. Be respectful. You want to categorize us all together in this lol cow category. You're wrong. We're all individuals. We're all very different. We're not the same in any way, shape, or form. Stop trying to group us together because you're stupid. All right? LTG, over the years, is one of the most infamous guys on the internet who just goes off. He gets pissed about something and he explodes. He says things that are not allowed anywhere. YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, wherever. They're just not allowed. These are extreme things that he says. There's documented evidence that LTG has used and abused YouTube systems. I'll give you an example. There was a documentarian who made a documentary about him. LTG didn't like that, so he struck down the video. So the documentarian said, well, I'm going to dispute. It's a false copyright claim. And then LTG took his personal information from that and doxed him. There's only a certain amount of time that you can do this kind of stuff and get away with it. And with LTG, he's kind of skirted that system for a very long time. You know, he gets banned from one place, so then he goes to another place. Then he goes to that. Oh, then he gets banned from this place, so now he's over here. So then he goes back when he's unbanned, but now he's banned over here again. He's going in a circle, you know. And there's only so much eventually that you can get away with until everyone is going to come together and it's like, enough is enough with this guy. You know what I mean? Now, by the way, I will just say this personally. I have never really had a negative interaction with LTG. I've had a few conversations with him personally behind the scenes. I asked him, did he feel that there was ever a fair documentary made about him? When I found out how angry he was about that particular documentary, and he really didn't want anyone really watching it and believing it as fact, I asked him personally, is there anything out there that you feel is truthful? And he told me no. He said, I actually feel that every documentary made about me is completely unfair And there's no one who kind of covered me neutrally, covering both the good and the bad. It's just all bad. All right? So knowing that, I never covered a documentary about the guy. Because if that's how he feels, that's not fair. I wouldn't want people only watching the negative shit about me. You want to watch the Frederick Knudsen documentary, go ahead. It's more, I would argue it's more middle of the road or neutral than it is overly negative. Now, I already reacted to it and proved that a lot of stuff in there is wrong. All right? But it is what it is, right? So I'm not going to focus on the negative. I'm going to focus on the positive. But if this guy says, you know, if this guy says, don't do it, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to respect his wishes. And that's what I did. I didn't do any LTG reacts or anything this year, right? But I've never had really a negative interaction with the guy. You know, many years ago, when the Capcom Classics collection, when the 30th anniversary collection came out, I actually gave him a friendly challenge. I said, hey, I know you're playing it. You want to do a set where maybe we do each of the games, you know, Third Strike, where you'll probably beat me because I'm not so good at it. Super Turbo, where I'll probably beat you because I'm good. I know you're probably not that good at it. Alpha 3, we probably both suck, so it's probably anyone's game. Do you want to do a set of online matches? And he declined. And his response was, hey, I have nothing to benefit from it. You know, look at years ago when I did my Vizant challenge. Everyone just hates on me now because of it. I have nothing to benefit from it, so I'm not going to bother with it. Fine, and I respect that. At least he was honest and he responded, right? He gave me an honest, upfront, honest response. So to me, it's funny, because everyone says, well, what do you think about LTG? Don't you hate him like everyone else? No. I've never had a negative interaction with the guy at all, right? Why would I not like him when he's been nothing but cordial to me, right? Nice and respectful. But at the very same time, apparently he's not to everybody else, and that's why everyone else has an issue about him, right? A bug up their butt about him. And all I know is what I hear about him. And when I hear things like, he constantly abuses copyright, fake takedown requests, you know, that he will, that are documented. It's not like, oh, people are doing fake takedown requests, but they're not real. It's people are doing, he's literally touting it. Like he's going out there and saying, I'm doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like an anonymous thing. Like he's going into his queue on, there's a queue on YouTube, content matches, and he goes in there and he outright claims and takes down videos in that system, which aren't, I mean, you can't really do that. I mean, there has to be a legal reason to do it. You can't just be constantly spamming people with takedowns.
Oh, yeah, content ID! Content ID! Content ID alert!
So, you know, is that what it is? I don't know, because some people are saying that's what it was. Oh, it was because he took down so many troll videos of his that eventually YouTube said, well, that's a gross misuse of the system, and they banned him. I don't know if I believe that. I really don't know if I believe that. Because the thing is, if YouTube is giving you the match, that's YouTube's fault. Like, YouTube is presenting you with the option to do it. So how can you be held accountable if YouTube said, here's the option to claim these videos? Why would you be in trouble for doing it? They're the ones who matched it, not you. You know what I'm saying? I guess if he literally went out of his way and false claimed stuff, you know, maybe that's the case. If he willingly false claimed videos, I don't know. By the way, it's cold in here. I got to close my window a little bit. But I wonder what happened. I wonder what got him suspended in the first place. Because again, look, and this is why I say you got to stop with this bullshit comparison. You have to be brain dead to think that I'm the same as LTG or I'm the same as Wings of Redemption. Look at the stuff that they do, okay, compared to what I do, right? The stuff that people hate me for today, okay, every once in a while Phil asks for contributions too much. Fair enough, okay? That's a criticism. It's a fair criticism. Okay, fair enough. You know, everything else that people say about me is bullshit. It's all this stuff that has nothing to do with my content. So I'm never, you know, how are you going to get me in trouble on YouTube, right? Because you're accusing me of a crazy conspiracy with secret clandestine Discord meetings and fucking, you know, embezzlement of money and fucking lying to the government and fucking, you know, mobile game bullshit. It has literally has nothing to do with the content I put out. When you're sitting here on YouTube, does it have anything to do with what I do for a living? No, zero. So you're never going to see Phil get in trouble for conspiracy bullshit that's, number one, false, and number two, isn't even what I do on YouTube anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Orcs or Dorks, thank you for the 500 bits here, but there's no way I'm reading a message about whether LTG has a BBC or not. That's a pretty fucking stupid message.